G'day everyone, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. Please be patient, I just want to make sure that I can hear everything and see everything that's going on. Just one moment. Okay. All right. Okay, hello, welcome everyone. I just wanted to say hello to everyone first before I start. Of course, hello Gary, g'day mate, how you going? G'day Kenny, how you going? Christy, hello, Christy V, hello, how you going? Chandri, hello, how you going? Silky, hello. Okay, Wendi, and of course, hello to Wendi. G'day Deb, hello, how you going? Sneaks, all right. Okay, well, I hope everyone had a very nice... Jacqueline, hello, how you going? Hello, how you going? Okay, I just wanted to say I hope everyone had oh, g'day Nanette. Hello, how you going? I just wanted to see if everyone had a very nice holiday. Oh, May, hello. I don't think I've seen you here. Hello there, how you going? I think first time. G'day Lindy, how you going? Oh, Heidi, hello. Okay, of course, everyone, just making sure that everyone, just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anyone. And of course, hello, Wendy. Oh, g'day, Christine. Hello, how you going? Just wanted to make sure that everyone had a very nice break. I love this drawing. Okay, well, I'll talk about it in a moment, of course. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to Wendi O'Brien, Artista 365, who's moderating, and I believe I have all her details in the description box below. If this is the first time, you've been here, please go down in the description box and have a look. Okay, let me see. Before I go any further, love this drawing, says Deb. Let me see. This looks like it's going to be a gorgeous painting. I hope so, Nanette. I hope so. Okay. Now, look, I'm deviating from my element playing card deck. I do that because I just don't want to burn out. And of course, different projects are going on in my mind, and and of course this is part of March Mashup, which is the Flamingo Hibiscus, but it's in the Chrissy style. So Lindy says, Chrissy, yes, a good Easter, but missed you on Sunday morning. Yes, yeah. Well, it's with family, you see. I was with family. Nanette says, Chrissy, isn't it awfully late where you are? Well, it's about 10:30 in the evening. But, who needs sleep, right? Who needs sleep? Okay. All right. So, I've got this... first of all, I just wanted to say I've got PanPastels. I've got pastel pencils by my side. I've got all sorts of brushes. Helen, hello. How you going? Hello, everyone. Made it today. Nothing else for me to watch things because of my neck hernia. Oh, I hope everything's okay. Get well. Get well. Okay. So I've got all sorts of pastel pencils, and of course, I just wanted you to see, because you don't see this on screen, but I just wanted to show you when I'm leaning forward. These are sort of the colours that I'll be using. They're all the purples, the pinks, the pink oranges, things like that. Okay, so that's just, if I'm leaning forward, you'll see this is why I'm leaning, just to get a few of these. And I've got some here beside me. The surface that I'm using is Pastelmat. I have been visiting the new changey airport. Okay, all right. Okay, sorry. Of course. Hello, Chandri. Hello, how you going? I hope I didn't miss you. Just wanted to make sure that You can see these very well. There we go. OMG, those pencils make an artist go, dang, girl, you got it going. Oh, look, you know, and of course, each artist works differently. I looked at my reference and I go, you know what? This is what I think I'm going to need. This is what I think I'm going to need. I'm not quite disciplined in deciding, well, this is going to go there, this is going to go there, because sometimes it's a work in progress. You got them with you. Yes, I have. All right, so just to let you know, before I got on stream, I did a background, and I put my masking film on, and I used these sorts of colors. I used these colors. Yes. I used these sorts of colors, and I also used magenta extra dark. And let me see, these are the colors that I used for the background, and I did a vignette style where the darker bits are on the outside, and just mainly used hello Anne, hello, how you going? Nice to see you here. Hopefully I'll get that name right one day. Anne. Okay. So I used a bit of blue. This is ultramarine extra tint. Yes, it is. And so this is what I did. So I did this before the stream. So I'm putting this away, and I used masking film, as I said. And of course, I did change. G'day, Coffee Cat. Hello, Joanna. Hello, how you going? Christine says, what is X? Oh, these gems. Oh, that you wanted to find. Everyone, Chandri sent me a lovely gift, and a whole box of these, by the way. And it's a special good luck stone for you. Now, Chandri makes these. Chandri is in the chat. Chandri makes these, and she has made many, and she sent these all over the world. And so, and she hand paints them as well. So I just wanted to say thank you to Chandri for sending me these, and I thought that I would just leave these just on stream so everyone can see. Yes. So very nice. That was very nice of her to do that. So that's what they are. I like them. Okay, so here we go. And and of course I used a very sharp blade because I'm not going to do it on screen. You've seen me do it this. Chrissy, do you still have your invisible bottle? Hello? Hang on. I don't know if you can. Oh, no, hang on. I don't know if you can. Can you see that? I will be drinking from it, so it's my magic bottle. There we go. Magic potion. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. Oh, it's white because, hang on a sec. Let me just do this. Here we go. Does that work now? Oh, God. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to be playing around with that. Chrissy, okay. All right, so here we go. So, of course, the brushes that I'm using today, I've got some brushes here, and for the background, I actually used the... Amy, hello, how you going? Morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are, absolutely all over the place. And I used this brush to do this lovely soft background, and it's actually quite lovely. But you have to be patient with a brush like this. It's not... If you're not patient, you will get impatient with it. To cut a long story short. But it allows you to put quite a few layers very gently. So if you can see, it's a very nice soft background. The pink, this pink lady reminds me of Mary Poppins. You know what? Mary Poppins with flowers in her hair. That's what I have to say. That is amazing. Oh, okay. Oh, for Chandri. Yes, of course. It's lovely. All right. So let's get to it. And so what I wanted to show was how to make pink. Now, apart from the obvious, some very nice pinks that you could start off with would be the magenta. And of course, I don't work with pinks a lot, but I thought this would be a nice, just a nice change. So that's the magenta extra dark, magenta shade, magenta, and magenta tint. Some colors which I'm also going to use are the red iron, permanent red extra dark, and of course this is this lot. There's that, and I've also got the red iron oxide group close by. Right, so these are the sorts of colors that I'm going to be using. It's a burnt sienna extra tint, you know, a much loved one here. Now you probably can't see the color so much. Chrissy, tell us about the Mosaic Collaboration Challenge. Oh, yes, I will do that. When I saw the title of this live stream, I thought she was going to do a portrait of Pink, the singer. Oh, sorry, I meant Pink with pastels. Okay, sorry if I misled you. I didn't mean to mislead. But yes, that's what I'll be. Yes, that one. Well, mixing pink with PanPastels. That's what I'll be doing. All right. So I'll just put that aside. And my Flamingo, and I've got hibiscus here. So it's my Flamingo hibiscus, and of course, you know, there's this lady, and she's holding hibiscus flowers and flowers in her hair, and it's all sort of wrapped. Yes, so that's what I'll be doing. So I'm going to be mixing colors, and I've been playing around with some of the colors that I want to use, and I've been mixing with the magentas here, and these are some of the other colors. Now, the one thing that I've got to worry about, and it goes with a lot of mediums, is that the light fast is not all that fantastic when it comes to the pinks. For example, here we go, but this is not too bad. The magenta, which has got 3 stars in the PanPastels. Let me see, 4 stars in the magenta shade. I suspect that would be because of the black in it. And again, the magenta extra dark shade. Oh, sorry. And this one, look, 2 stars. 2 stars. See, that's the only thing that you would have to worry about. Right. Let me see with the permanent red. We might be able to, permanent red extra dark. It's got 4 stars, light fastness. So we've got to be thinking of that. The shade, 4 stars, which is pretty good. The permanent red, 4 stars, and the tint, which is mixed with the white, 2 stars. So I suspect, yeah, so it's almost like it's watered down, isn't it? All right, so I'm just going to start doing this, and I'm going to be working on the Flamingo, which is lovely. And I was actually torn between the pinks. I was thinking about it, because sometimes you see some flamingos where it's more like pink orange, or you know, there's like a yellowy tinge to it. And then there's the flamingos which are like this cold pink color, which is like that color, you know, those sorts of colors. But the reason I've got this next to me, because it's more, you know, because I'm almost undecided. So, but I think I've got it. I think I'm going to go just cold pink. Okay, tell us about the mosaic. I had a friend over last week, and we did a pastel painting of a drawing of half woman, half skull, with a tree growing out of her head. Had so much fun with that. That's my kind of painting, Helen. My kind of painting. So glad I've caught this stream. I've got a flamingo on my drawing board, so pinks will come in handy. Yes, and I thought, well, you know, I haven't used these much, so I thought, you know, and of course this project came in. Of course, this is all from the March mashup, which I'm still committed to. So at some point during the year, I'm actually going to paint all the ones that I said that I would. Okay, so I'm actually going to start. So here we go. But I just wanted to draw the eye first, if that's okay, because it just helps me with the subject, and it's just a personal thing for me. Not, you know, everyone else is probably different, but I just wanted to make sure that I get. And look at this, a much loved pastel pencil, 175. I've actually bought quite a few of these so I don't run out of these. Okay, and let me see. Anne was saying, was asking about, talking about the group painting. I have sent the group painting for the people who were who wanted to participate. I've sent all of those out. So hopefully everyone has got theirs. If I've missed anyone, please email me, send me a message, or somehow. I don't want to miss anyone. I do apologize if I have, and I do apologize if I've sent you one and I shouldn't have sent you one, which that has happened. So, but yes, what I've done is I've mostly sent out on Facebook Messenger and a few on Instagram, and some of the line drawings are just the line drawings that I've sent out are not quite big enough for some, but I think if you put it in a picture or like an image type application, and you can actually enlarge it. But anyway, for those who are having trouble, please let me know, and the ones that are having trouble have let me know, so that's fine. I'm attending to that. But yes, so and what it is, it's for you know, just a fun project really. Yeah, this was introduced by Abigail. You know, Abigail, people who, I'm sure people know Abigail, who joins us sometimes, suggested this, and so I thought it was a fantastic idea, and that's why I'm doing it. So I've actually sent it out to all those people. Yeah, so please let me know if I have forgotten you. I don't mean to do that. Please forgive me if I have. So yeah, just bear with me. I just want to do this eye. I just want to do this eye. That's all I want to do. It'll help me. Christine says, it looks digital. I didn't know you did digital. No, I don't do digital. Well, I'd like to do digital, but no. What I have done is I've got a digital, it is a digital painting, and I've divided it all up in squares, exact squares, and I've divided each portion, and I've sent each portion to all the different people that want, to all the participants, and that's pretty much it. You can use any medium, whether it's you know, it could be digital if you want, but it already is. But you can do color pencil, you can paint it, you can do any medium you like, and just send me a good resolution photo, because I'm actually going to, but just make sure that what I've sent you is exact. Like, you know, if you've got half of an eye, just do half of the eye, because there's another person or another artist who's doing the other half of the eye, which I'm actually going to join. And it'd be like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm going to put it all together. So that's what it's going to be. And then I'll make a video and show how all of this came together. So that's pretty much how it's going to be. And it's just a fun project. That's all it is. It's a fun community project, really. And that's all it's intended to be. So it doesn't matter what level you're at. It doesn't, I'm not concerned about that. It's just, you know, I just want people to have fun doing that. So yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Gary says, Chrissy, those colours will help with my galah. Hope so. Chris says, okay, we said that. It sounds so cool, says Amy. Wonderful. Kenny says, Chrissy, I take it you took my suggestion to work this week, but to pan pastels next week, back to oils and vice versa. Oh, look, I'm chopping and changing. I don't want to burn out, and I have been working on my oils off screen and just practicing with them because I haven't used them in a while. And, you know, I've been pasteling for pasteling for a very long time, so naturally I've gotten better at, with pastels, and I've got to just get back into the groove with oils, but I'll do that probably off screen, I would say. It's so good of you to do this, Chrissy. Oh, that's okay, no worries. I wonder how it will look like. Mine looks like a scene from an underwater chess game. That's very clever of you, Silky. I love the oil painting stream. Oh, wonderful. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Helen. I think it's an aquarium scene. Well, you just won't know until I put it together, and this is the whole thing. Oh, okay. Chandri says, I have a fishy. Oh, okay. So let's just wait and see what happens. Hey. All right. Look, I've done the eye. Probably not exactly the way I'd like it, but close enough at the moment for me to go forward with the pink, because that's what I really want to show you. How I mix pinks, or how I make pinks with pan pastels. I have a fishy too, but knowing Chrissy, they could be floating in the sky when it's all said and done. Well, you just won't know, will you, Nanette, until I put it all together. Yeah, I just can't wait to put it all together. Oh, okay, Chrissy, I get it. I get it. Not using one medium for too long can get a bit rusty. Yes. Well, it's been a while since I've done that, so yes, I have to say. It even has a clover on it, and I totally squealed. Oh, there you go. I'm glad not to have a person. I am so bad at drawing people. Oh, look, it doesn't matter how you do it. Whatever you do, I'm happy that you're doing it. That's the main thing, you know. All right, so Flamingo, pink. This is where I'm going to start to mix now. What can I do? I just need you to see me do it. So I'm actually going to put the glassine paper here, and I'll put a bit of paper here on top just to protect my surface while I'm doing this, and you can see me mixing. So, I like this orangey pink. I'm just so torn. I have been torn since I've done this. Should I go cold pink? Okay, does it matter if we use the same colors? Oh, Deb, you know what? Use any, look, whatever you've got, use. I'm happy, whatever you do, I'm happy with. So all is good, all is good. Whatever you can do, Then it says, I left the room for a minute. Did she say what size or drawing should be? It doesn't matter what size it is, because I'm going to just do the exact just what I've sent you, because it's because when you send, all I want is a high resolution photo, and then when you send it back to me, I'm going to make it fit into the painting. Kenny says, Chrissy, we are going pink this week. Tribute and shout out to those breast cancer survivors. Absolutely, yes, it is. Is it this week? Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Is it really? I didn't even realize. But yes, pink is for the breast cancer. Oh my gosh, I've been talking and I haven't done any pink. Okay, let me mix. Okay. Okay, I have two colors here, permanent red and magenta. I'm going to mix these, and I was mixing these before and I came up with a lovely pink for this flamingo. Okay, so now this is actually quite strong. I'm actually going to put more magenta now in this to make it more pink. And it's very much flamingo pink. I'll put a little bit of white in it as well. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Just my brush before I pick up another bit of pink and just lighten it up. Now this was the permanent red tint, but it's almost like a lovely pastel pink. I almost don't need to mix, but I will, because I need to lighten this light bit up here. So, and I'm actually going to bring it up so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. I'll bring it up. Can you see all those lovely pinks in that? Yeah. So there you go. All right, so, okay. Now, I've got to say, I haven't done flamingos before, so this will be interesting. And I'm also going to be using, you're not going to believe it, but neutral grade tint. Okay, I'm going to be using that for just a little bit of a highlight on the side. Wow, very good, Nanette. Yes, for pinks I like to use a very light yellow with those magentas. It tones them down. Yes, yes. It desaturates them, doesn't it? Yes. But as you know, this is going to be blotchy to begin with, but I know that it'll come good in the end. And I use masking film. Just so you know, I use masking film, and I've got all my clean edges. Kenny says, not this week, but the colour represents the breast cancer. Yes, it does, Survivor Society. But it could be an Advantage tribute art piece. You know what, I never thought of that, but that's actually a good point, isn't it? Okay. Let me see. Oh, hello, Money. Hello, how you going? Hi, just popping in to say hello, and wow, loving the background. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm also using raw umber tint. That's also very good for desaturating. I don't know if you can see. Oh, hang on a sec. What am I doing? I just pressed record. Yes. So I hope, first of all, I just wanted to say, I hope For those of you who are celebrating the Easter break, had a nice Easter break or an Easter holiday. I've had I've had a lot of family stuff going on, so and I'm still going actually. You wouldn't believe it. I've actually been fortunate enough to have some leave from work, legitimate leave, holiday leave. So, but I haven't been able to do much arting, and that's the I haven't been able to do much of that. So, because the family have booked me in for things, and so I had my son who was in the army who came to visit, and of course, super excited about that. Now hang on a sec, Nanette, you said yellow. I'm actually going to give this a go. I do say yellow pink. Oh, hang on a sec, let me just put that aside. Would you say yellow like that, or would you say, hang on, I think more ochreish, do you think? Hang on a sec, I think, do you mean perhaps maybe something like this? Hang on. Diary Lied yellow. I could mix that. The best Easter holiday, we went camping again and weather was so nice all weekend. Oh, wonderful, Anna. Okay, I'm thinking that you're probably saying something like that. Let me just mix that and see what happens. I'll mix that on the side. Okay, dairy lied but yet lighter. I can see what you mean because that's actually quite strong. How about this one? Yellow, oh okay. Yellow ochre tint or dairy lied, that's actually a little bit darker. I might actually go the yellow ochre. That looks like, I would say the palest yellow you have. Yes, dairy lied but lighter. I think the yellow ochre tint is lighter. I'm actually going to go with that one. Okay, Nanette, let's give that a go. Okay. I'm just going to put this on the side. Oh yeah, it does too. That's lovely. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, that is very nice. Okay, I'm doing that. And I know where that goes. That goes here. Oh yeah, I love that. That's very nice. Chrissy, the pure 5. What is it? Oh, the purest light yellow you have. That is the lightest yellow I have. Unless I mix it with something. How about if I mix, can I mix it? Can I mix the palest yellow? If I mix the palest yellow with white or raw umber. Here we go. Oh yes, look at that. Mixing that, that's really cool. Now I know it doesn't look anything here. I know it doesn't, but I know it will. I was at home with my family this Easter. Normally I work at those days, but I'm home at least 6 weeks. Oh, not by choice. Okay. But 6 weeks? Wow, that is so nice. Kenny goes, Chrissy, every Wednesday live stream, I will be helping you to remind you to press the record button. Okay, yeah, you do that, Kenny, because I'll always forget. Always forgetting. All right, I won't. Okay. All right, Lindy. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Don't use too much. Otherwise it'll go apricot. I understand. Yeah, well, I haven't done flamingos before. Quite interesting. Yeah. Yes. So I've been very lucky that I've had some time off, and all I've been doing is really doing family stuff, to be honest. Basically family stuff. I will be going back to work next week. Or my day job anyway. Not nice at all. Can't draw at the moment. Oh, so sad, Helen. Maybe I will be in a few weeks, but now it hurts too much. Oh, so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Gary says, Chrissy, is that just normal printer paper you are mixing on? No, it is. It's a cartridge paper that I got from Xrissart, and it's actually quite thick. It's lovely to mix. There's a bit of a tooth, and there is a bit of texture. It is their home brand from Xrissart. Yeah. Diary light. Yes. Yes. Diary light. Yes, the diary. So hard to say that word. Okay. Yes, PanPastels is missing a pure light yellow. Yes, they are. You know what? I'd be interested to see if PanPastel, the company, are thinking about different colours. I'm just so curious. I would love to test their new colours if they're. I would love to be asked to do that. But yes, I'm just trying to think, what colours do you think, excuse me, I just need to, what colours do you think PanPastels, the colours are missing in their set? It's interesting because the only reason why I say that is, and I'm probably reluctant to say that, is because you can mix and make new colours. Like, look what I'm doing here. You can make new colours. But what would you think, apart from what's already mentioned, like a really pale yellow? Because their pale yellow is so different. It's more on the cold side. Yeah, what colours do you think that PanPastel should have? Hang on, excuse me just for a moment. In Chrissy's world, maybe flamingos or apricot. She could do a mashup of that. You know what? It's yeah, it's quite interesting as to in Chrissy's world, what goes on in Chrissy's world. Not even Chrissy knows what's going on in Chrissy's world. What is it? I can't even say it. Flamingicot. Flamingicot aprimingo. Oh my gosh. Only Nanette could say that. Oh dear. I'd like more reds, says Christy V. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. Oh my gosh. Hello, Barbara. Hello, how you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, this is a flamingo. Well, it will look like a familiar, but oops, sorry, a flamingo by the time I'm finished. So. No, there's no there's no phthalo green. Indian yellow, that would be nice. Alizarin crimson. Hang on a sec. Oh, hang on, they do. Hang on, let me have a look. Hang on. I've got the greens here. Hang on. Let's have a look. They're right next to me. In fact, they've got actually quite a few greens, to be honest. Let's have a look. Just looking, there's phthalo green. Without even me, there it is there. They're the phthalo greens. They've got silver for sure. I know that, but yes. And gold and copper, they've got those. I'm just trying to think what would be colours. It'd be interesting. Heidi says, Chrissy, I agree. I'm often looking for a nice bright yellow too, not leaning towards ochre. Okay. Barbara says, I'm doing well. Okay. Hope you are well, Barbara. I know I want to do flamingo with pastels, but I have too many unfinished pieces already. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. One unfinished project. That's what I've got. Chrissy, do you have all the pan pastels? I believe I have, not every one of them. I think I don't have those coarse ones, those I don't have all of them, like every one of them, but I have got probably 95% of them. Yes, I have, because I've just been buying them as I've needed them, really. Yes. Wow, look at this. This is just one great big mess, isn't it? I haven't painted with pink before, so this will be an absolute test, wouldn't it? Chrissy, need or need? Need. I need. Oh, it's so funny. Funny lady. Kenny says, Chrissy, how about the blues? Prussian blue, phthalo blue. There is ultramarine blue. There's no cobalt blue. I know that much. There is phthalo blue. I use that here. There we go. Phthalo blue extra dark. It's more on the greeny side. Now you can't tell, but I can see if you're looking at ultramarine extra blue, extra dark, you can see that's more cold and that's more warm. Like it's more on the greeny side and that's more on the cooler side. If you can see that for sure. So yeah. Oh, okay, Nanette. Thank you for popping by. Okay, talk soon, I'm sure. If I like a colour, I probably need it. says Deb. Absolutely. Yes. Now, of course, this looks blotchy, and it will for a while until I add more layers, and which is really nice for me because then I can just, you know, chop and change and add as I see things. Oh wow, I should not have cut that. That's part of, oh geez, that's part of the background. I would really like the 20-piece trays now, but they are so expensive just for a bit of plastic. You know, I understand what you mean about that, Chandri, but for me, I've got them because they're easy storage for me. And I did think twice. I'm going, really? I could be buying a handful of pencils for that. Don't you worry. My mind did go there. And it did cross my mind, but I thought, oh, I'll just do it. And I'm actually quite glad that I did. But yeah, I understand. The palest yellow. Yeah, so, oh, well, here we go. No, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so there's a lot of family stuff that's happened over the past weekend, and for all of those who sometimes join in on Sundays, I won't be live streaming this Sunday. But I will the following Sunday after that, God willing. Yes. Hello, Janice. How you going? How you going? Nice to see you here. Oh, hello, Mercedes. Hello. Have I seen you here before? I'm not quite sure. Don't think so. But welcome. Heidi says, Chrissy, I recently heard about creamy pastels that also come in little containers similar to makeup or pan pastel containers. I know nothing about them. Have you heard of or used them? No. You're going to make me write to them now. Oh, and Kenny, you asked the same question. I'm so sorry I missed that. Creamy pastels that also come in little containers similar to makeup or pan pastel containers. No. Can you tell me more about them? Are they made by Pan Pastel? That's probably what. Kenny, you're asking about, is the phthalo blue strong? Yes, is my answer to you. Absolutely. It's the pigment. It's the pigment, but yes, it is strong. Absolutely. Heidi says, Chrissy, no, they are definitely not pan pastels. Okay. They're oil pastels. Creamy. Do you mean like the Sennelier brand? I recently heard about creamy pastels that also come in little containers. Okay, I don't know about these. This is interesting. How did you hear about these? All right. Wendi is telling me that it's almost, it's a consistency like lipstick. Interesting. This yellow pink. I'm actually loving that actually. Again, Kenny says, Chrissy, do you have sap green? There's no sap green in the set, but you could make sap green. Yellow ochre, yes, there is yellow ochre and maybe Van Dyke brown. They don't have Van Dyke brown. No, they don't have Van Dyke brown. That would be nice. Helen says, oil pastels, never use them. Have them sitting in my drawers, but do not know what to do with them. I'd say pull them out and just play. Helen, that's what I would do. And you know what you could also do is use OMS with them if you wanted to blend. Just get a brush and just see what they do. That's what I would. I know that they do that. But oil pastels never dry completely. They never dry completely. Just having a look at my reference. Yes, I did forget that bit. That Christine says my kids drew a check mark in the pollen on the car window. Now every time I look in the review, I think of you, Chrissy. Just do it. Absolutely, Nike. That's what I say, Nike. Helen, oh great. So we'll try them with OMS. I hate the fact that they stay sticky. Yes, they will never dry, Helen. I can tell you that now. They'll never dry. They'll be. Yeah, no, they'll never dry. No. Yeah. Oh, but they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I've got a whole set of Sennelier. I've got the whole thing, and they're just gorgeous. They're just creamy and lovely, and that's when I use OMS with them when I play with them. Kenny says, Chrissy, any orange colours in? Yes, there are orange. Hang on a sec. There they are, orange. There's orange, orange shade, orange extra dark, orange tint. And I use orange tint sometimes in skin colour, actually. I use that. So, yep. There is... Heidi says, Chrissy, I'll try to find where I read that and send you the link. Okay, that's fantastic. I was in a rush that day and didn't save the link. The containers looked smaller than pants. Oh, that's interesting. Jeff, g'day, mate. Hello, how you going? Nice to see you here, mate. Okay. All right, hang on. Better get cracking. I'll never... So the colours that I'm using are, for this Flamingo, it's this section here, permanent red, that lot, magenta, and it seems like we've discovered that the lightest yellow that I possibly have I should use to mix to make it more on the orangey pink side. Not so much the Diary Lied yellow, but the Diary Lied extra, no, sorry, the yellow ochre tint. So there you go. But I did mix this one. I did mix this one here. Yes, I did. And it's actually made a lovely pinky, yellowy, warm, like a warm pink. That's what it's done. How about burnt umber and raw umber in your set? Raw umber I use all the time. There is burnt umber or burnt sienna, do you mean? Or burnt umber? But anyway, there is raw umber and burnt sienna in that set. which I use all the time. The burnt sienna I use for the skin tones a lot, and the raw umber I use for my darks, like my real darks, and if I have to mix black with it, I will, for extra dark. Okay. Mixing colours. I love mixing colours. And it doesn't look like much at the moment, but it will when I start to add more layers. Sometimes people will say to me, "Oh, Chrissy, this technique, it's a bit blotchy." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is blotchy until you start adding more layers. Then you'll get it to a bit where you go, oh, it's like that sweet spot. Yeah. Amy, going now. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope to catch up with you soon again. I'll catch up on the stream later though. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Sneak says, Chrissy, I'm impressed that you can remember all the colours off the top of your head. I'm impressed with myself too. I'm impressed with myself too. Don't forget, I've been using it for a long time as well. So, but thanks for that. Chrissy, wow, Chrissy, looks like you have almost at least 90% of the colours. I was right naming you the Lord of the Pan Pastels. Oh, wow. Wow, this doesn't look anything yet. I promise you, I will make up for this. It will. Hopefully by the end of the stream, it'll look like a flamingo. Maybe I should just zoom in and you can see how lovely and blotchy it is. Let me see. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, let me see. Heidi says, Chrissy, Wendy, I found the link and a picture and sent it to you. Oh, terrific. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out. That is so cool. Can you share the link here? I'd like to know too. Helen, okay, I think Wendy, if Wendy will check this out and she can put the link. Wendy will put the link in the chat so you'll be able to see that. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Chrissy, you memorize the colors like memorizing the whole periodic table. Well, you know, this is what happens when you practice a lot. You know, you practice. It's funny how I mentioned that, and it's a conversation that I had earlier with Wendi. We were talking about my cards, and I'm actually having another good look at them again. Oh. And I'm thinking of redoing another one or two, but I'm not sure yet. So, and the reason is because some of them are a year or two old, and some of them I could get away with, but there are some that I could not. And yeah, if I might have to tweak them, and if I'm unsuccessful in tweaking them, then I may have to redo them. And you're probably thinking, oh wow, why would you be doing that? But It's just that, and I don't want to be redoing cards all the time, but I've noticed, what I'm trying to say is practice. And because I've been practicing, I've noticed a bit of a difference, which is a really good thing. It's a good thing that I've, you know, it's a good thing that I've noticed a difference in my artwork. But that means I've got to do it again. So I've just got to figure out what the right thing to do is. But yes, practice, always practice. Even if it's like a little piece, like, you know, like a, I don't know, like a 5x7 or something like that. You know, you can just practice. And you think, it's not until you see your artwork, you know, 6 months down the track or a year down the track. Kenny says, Chrissy, can you never finish? You can never finish with you. No, but I will at one point call it a day. Definite. Debbie says, Deb says, it's worth redoing if your ability has grown that much, and you should be proud of the progress. Thank you so much, Deb. I really appreciate you saying that. If you had a look at the cards, you'll go, oh yes, I can see where, you know, where the penny dropped, and I can see where, you know, where the improvement started to take. So, you know, where I started to improve. But there's got to be a place or a time where I've got to stop doing that. So it's what I'm willing to put up with is what I'm trying to say. Wow, these pinks are lovely. You know, and I know the light fastness with pinks is not good. And that's with any medium, with any manufacturer. I think it's the pigment. It's the pigment. Yeah. Helen says, Chrissy, are you familiar with the digital stamps from Rick Dennis? No, I'm not. Please talk about it. I know. I wonder if I've seen it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Tell me about it. I don't want to use white on this just yet. There you go. Wendi, thank you so much, Wendi. Creamy Pastels link. Thank you so much for that. And please, yeah, like I said before, thank you to Wendi, who is moderating, who helps us. She is like our help desk. Please check out her channel. As I said before, the link is in the description box below. Wendi has so much, a wealth of information for us and teaching us stuff. So Helen says, he makes images right up your alley. Oh, really? You should look at them. You should look them up at Zibbit. You can use them for the drawing you make pastel paintings. All right, I'll have a look at that. Write this down. Hang on, let me write this down. What's that one? Because okay, let me see. Look up Zibbit. Okay. Thank you for sharing. That's wonderful. I'll check that out. Of course, I love all of this stuff. I love looking at. I love looking at it too. Now, we know that this is a fantasy style creature. But as you can see, look, I don't know if you can see, but what's starting to happen is that the more layers I put on, the more I can actually now start to smooth out. Of course, I can see that this is all a bit dark. So I just put in just a touch of magenta extra dark, and I think it needs just a bit of yellow as well. There we go. There's a nice little shady bit there. That bit in here is blue. This painting makes me want to eat some cotton candy. Oh yes. Fairy floss, that's what we call it here in Australia. I'm pretty sure that that's what you mean. Reminder, don't forget. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Heidi. You're such a nice lady. I would give a cotton candy to Chrissy, but I can't send an online cotton candy. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Kenny. But yes. There we go. But you know what? Look at this. Now I don't know whether you can see, but look at all of those different colors that I've been able to mix. And that's the beauty of this medium. I think this is one of their big things, or one of PanPastel's big selling point is that you're able to mix. So I believe the reason why we've got these colors is because these colors can help us get any color that we want, I suppose. But because I actually have been looking at them, I'm thinking, I wonder what color, if are they doing new colors, and what colors are they doing, you know? I'd love to know. I'd like to be a fly on a wall when they're testing things out. I'm curious. See what's starting to happen now? What's starting to happen is that once I start to, and that's the surface. This is Pastelmat. This is Pastelmat. It lets me do this. It lets me put these layers, and I'm putting on heaps. I've lost count of how many layers I've put down. Truly. Kenny says, fairy floss. Wow, do we become fairies when we eat them? Is it magical? It could be, but that's what we call it here. We call it fairy floss. Helen says, Chrissy, I will send you the link through Facebook Messenger. I cannot share the whole link here. Look, thank you so much, Helen. Yeah, that's the one thing that YouTube, yeah, you can't put links and stuff like that. Unless it's me or a moderator. Deb says, your colours are building a very nice glow. Yes, they are. All these different colours. And then once I have enough, I can actually use this lovely blending tool. Exactly, yes. So here I need something a little bit darker. Darker. I need something a little bit darker. Even. Still darker. So there you go. Look at all these pinks that I've been actually making. Pinks, purples, magentas. And the reason why I stressed about pink was because, I mean, I'm doing a flamingo, but for artists who will be doing flowers, and of course the hibiscus flower is just here, and I will be doing those. So for people who are doing pink flowers, that's why I thought this might be a good idea in pan pastels. Of course, you know, you could be mixing pinks, so okay, it needs to be a little bit light here now. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Deb. So sorry, Deb. Here we go. Isn't it funny? I've only just used this brush just for doing this. Actually, don't know why I'm surprised, but and of course it does take time. I'm taking my time with this. Ah, Peggy, hello. Hello, I almost missed it. I just now realised you were on. No worries, you're just in time. Deb says, it's okay, Chrissy. I wouldn't leave the room if you called me that. I'm so sorry, Deb. Oh my gosh. I've had many friends actually that have been called Deb and all of those other ones. Deborah, Debbie. I think it's our generation. But yes, Deb is nice. So I don't know if you can see the pinks. Now I don't know if you can just see this flamingo starting to come. Well, it won't come to life, I think, until I do his beak or her beak. Shall we call it a female or male? I'm not quite sure. Pink doesn't necessarily mean female, does it? No, it does not. But yes, and it actually feels like feathery, in fact. Yeah. Yes, take your time, Chrissy. Don't rush. Of course. Chrissy, will you be streaming when you paint the flowers? Yes, of course. Look at this. Look at all this. There are flowers everywhere. Oh, yes, Janice. Oh, I wonder if people know about Janice. Janice is a photographer and she takes beautiful flowers. Takes photos of beautiful flowers and all sorts of things, actually. But yes. Yes. And paints them herself as well, which is really cool. Hang on, I'm just not sure. Here we go. Can you see that? Maybe not. There we go. Here we go. Actually loving the way it's turning out. I'm actually quite pleased with it. Chrissy, no real men wear pink. Hello. Of course they do. Chrissy, have you ever thought of donating this artwork to the Breast Cancer Society once it's finished? Or are you keeping it in storage? You know what? That's a very good idea, Kenny. I went to the bar one night, says Deb, with friends to listen to another friend's band. Someone yelled, "Hey, Deb," and all four of us turned to see who it was. And that is what I mean. Yes. Oh, Chandri, you have to go. I'm so sorry. You have to go right now. But thank you so much for popping by and saying hello and all of that. So nice to see you. Hope to see you again soon. That's okay, Janice. Yes. But isn't that funny, Deb? Oh, look, so much. I'm pretty sure it's our generation. Yeah. Okay, I've just put a bit of red iron extra dark because just that bit here needs to be darker. In fact, I'm not quite sure if you can see that. In fact, oh, actually, I think Deb, you've mentioned this to me. I actually know this story about you. You will love this. My husband and four brothers, three of them are married to Debs. That is so funny to hear that. That is so funny to hear that. Spooky, actually. But yes. I'm just putting a bit of pastel pencil. In fact, I think I might even put just a bit of indigo pastel pencil. Hang on. Just adjusting my air conditioning. I've put it down to, you wouldn't believe it, 21 degrees here. Like 21 degrees in this room because I was so hot. Like, who does that in autumn? Putting the aircon on to cool. You would think, yeah, you would think, you know, like it's autumn, but it is autumn, but still warm. It doesn't really get cold until, I think, the end of May or sometime in May. The spookiest family, the Debs. First, oh gosh. Oh, what's this? Deb 1, Deb 2, Deb 3 sort of thing. Oh, that's so funny, Deb. So, which Deb are you? Deb 1, Deb 2, Deb 3? Chrissy, that feels so bizarre that you're, that for you it's getting colder. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the opposite of where you are. Like, it should start to get warm for you, but here it's getting cold. Actually, I'm going to use a violet extra dark. I've just noticed that I don't have that shade that I'm after, and I want it in that pinky kind of. So here we go. It's that. Let's see how we go with this. Yes, I think this might be it. Oh. maybe even darker. May have to use a there we go. I think this might be it now. Oh, you're Deb too. Oh, that'd be so funny. You'd be going, Deb, and then everyone turns. Well, I've got to say, in our family, there are 2 Chrissies in my family, but that's nothing to do with brothers, and that I've got a cousin. So there are 2 Chrissies in my family. I'm so happy you're painting pinks. I'm learning a lot. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yep. Not quite sure if you can see what this looks like. Yeah. I just want to make sure that you can see this, and I just want to, what I want to actually make sure is that you can see me mixing and that you can see me applying. So I just wanted to make sure that that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking that you can actually see me do this. Here we go. A superpower, Deb. Yes. Yeah, it's still warm here. Kenny, I didn't realise autumn in Australia is still warm or hot. Yeah, it is. And I think depending on where you are in Australia too, if you're like north, like as in Queensland and Western Australia, like all that northern part of Australia, that is warm all year round because it's closer to the equator, you see. Yeah. But it does get cold in winter, believe it or not. It doesn't snow, but it does get chilly, you know. And the only thing that I've got to think about with this flamingo just right here is to make sure that you can see this flamingo's feathers. So to do that, because of what I've got here, I'm actually going to go darker in certain areas with a fine brush, and and you'll see me do that right now. I just want to make sure that I fill in these gaps here. Make sure that that's right. There we go. Yeah, so why are flamingos pink? I've been asked that question. I don't know why flamingos are pink, but I'm sure I'm going to be told. Wow. Okay. I've just got to tell you what Wendi told me. Chrissy, yeah, almost exactly opposite side of the world. I just Googled that, and we fall just under New Zealand, towards South Pole in South America, almost right opposite side of the world. Absolutely, it's right opposite. Speaking of, okay, here in Holland we complain about the weather, but I like the changing of all seasons up here. It's very nice that you could do that. Could do without the rain when walking the dog. Okay, and again, Anna says, it is because of what they eat. Yes, and you know what? I was just about to say that. Wendi had just mentioned to me that depending on the we call it the prawns, but I know that people know this as shrimps, but the prawns, depending on the kind of prawns that they eat, because I know that some of the prawns are more yellowy and some are more pink, but yes, it is what they eat. I didn't know that. When did you? Oh, Wicked. Hello, Wicked. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. Welcome. It's because they eat pink shrimp or some kind of pink seafood. There you go, Janice. It seems like everyone knows except for me. They are born with grey feathers. They are born with grey feathers, which gradually turn pink in the wild because of a natural pink dye called, oh, here we go. How am I going to pronounce that? Canthaxanthin. That they obtain from their diet of brine shrimp and blue-green algae. Oh, that's very good to know. I didn't even know that. That's what came to me. Oh, okay. I think the skin is too pink. Feathers, all shades of pinks and oranges. Yeah, there's like an orangey pink, isn't there? Yes. Hang on. Okay, now that's too purpley. I've got to go pink on that one. With my magic drink bottle. Okay, let me see. I like how flamingos stand so close on one leg. I know, that's so cool, isn't it? Okay, why do they do that? Why do they stand so close? I'm sure I'm going to be told. I'm going to be told. It's to help them conserve their body heat, I'm told. I like how flamingos stand so steadily on one leg. I know, they're so good, aren't they? So coordinated. also pink. So these are the colours that I'm using to make all sorts of pinks. And so I can't wait to get stuck into the hibiscus actually. Oksana, hello, hi everyone. So late? No, you're just in time. Late to the party. Had an appointment. No, you're just in time. Chrissy, love the pink shades and Flamingo looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wendy was just saying to me about how the flamingos can balance better on one leg. They struggle on two. They can't do two. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get stuck into the beak just for a little while, and that's actually slightly lighter. So, and it's a little bit, it's a tiny area here, so I'm actually going to use a fine brush and just really go for it. Actually, before I do, there is a dark bit. Hang on. Here it is here. And I need to make sure my pencil is sharp. My pastel pencil is sharp. This one is a sharp one. Here we go. And just this bit here. A little bit here. Yeah. And I'm just going to go around it. Oh, I just can't wait to get to the beak. I've got to be patient though. And I'm using raw umber tint. It's not white, by the way. Kenny says, Chrissy, you're right. Flamingos stand on one leg to conserve body heat. There you go. See, who says that you can't learn anything on this channel? We learn all sorts of things. See? Oh, and speaking of, okay, I'm thinking, Wendy and I were talking about our conversation with and what topics that we wanted to talk about. We have one, which is one that I'm really excited about, and so is Wendy, but we can't talk about that just yet. But we were also thinking of our next stream together of maybe doing another trivia. If you would all like to join us on that one, that would be very interesting. But then again, you know, we're thinking art trivia, and we would love for people to join in on that one, but you never know what kind of questions are going to come out. Hopefully they'll be intelligent questions. So there you go. Oh, this is like a documentary on Xrissart. Wendy's, yes. She's also our help desk, Kenny. You forgot to mention that one. She's everyone's help desk. Janice, anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right, so okay, this might look a bit too bright, but that's okay. I think it does look a bit bright, and it's not white. I just wanted to just reiterate that this is not white. It is raw umber extra dark. What am I saying? Raw umber tint. You know, it is the lightest one of the group, but it does look white, doesn't it, up against the dark? But I can always tone it down, and I will for sure. I'm actually going to do this part of the beak, the lower part of the beak, and you know what? Although the beak is black, I'm going to mix violet extra dark, and I'm going to mix black, because I think that might make a nice combination. So I'll get another bit of paper to mix that. Anything that includes black mixing, you just, it's quite tinting. So what I'll do here is, so I'll just get the violet first, and now I'll get the black, because I don't want it black, black, black. And I think with the violet, it might be a nice little, there you go, more powdery. Silky, you're going. Okay, midnight here. I have to go to bed now. Good night all, and love the flamingo so far. Thank you so much, Silky. Nice to see you here. Come again. All right, so let's have a look what colors I've got here. Yes, I'm liking that. See, now it's starting to look like a flamingo. The beak, it's the beak that makes it. Yes. There we go. And there's just a bit of a shadow here, so I'm going to do that. Oh wow, that looks so nice. I just wish you could see what it looks like in person. I'm loving that. This is my first flamingo. I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. Oh, this is lovely. I like the way it's turning out. I seem so surprised. Shouldn't be surprised, but I am. The flamingo is taking shape. Well done, Chrissy. Yes. Yeah. And now I'll put more black into this now, so, but it's not all black, it's and I'm going to use some pastel pencils now to define these areas now. But yes, I love how this pink turned out. I really do. Okay, I'm going to define certain areas now. Okay, this is starting to come about. Like, I'm actually quite chuffed about this. I've never done a flamingo before, so, I mean, it's not even really a flamingo, is it? It's just the beak and the head, because its feathers are going to be hibiscus flowers, so... Oh. So what I want to do now is that, apart from just what's in the bottle, you're not going to believe it, Gary, soda water with, let me see, Schweppes soda water with a twist of lemon. I know that you're not going to believe me, but it is. It is. Chrissy, what's in the bottle? Deb says, Chrissy, do your co-workers follow you here? Yes, they do, actually. They do. They actually, you know, sometimes they'll go, oh, Chrissy, like I popped in and, you know, they haven't figured out how, and some of them have, they've figured out how to comment. But yes, they have. And you know what? You know what's even more interesting, Deb? Our customers. I have got a customer who's popped in to say g'day. Can you believe it? Oh, dear. Yeah, so there you go. And the reason why they got on is because sometimes, like, for example, after a weekend, they go, like, we've got customers that, you know, who I've known for a long time, for quite a few years, and, you know, like, you get on speaking terms and they say, oh, g'day, Chrissy, how you going? You know, how was your weekend? You know, and I always say not long enough, and they go, what did you do? And I go, well, I live streamed. And they go, you live stream? What's that? And then I proceed to tell them what it is, and they go, oh, how do we get to see that? And then, of course, you know, but that's how the subject comes about, because they ask me what I do on the weekend, or sometimes they'll ask, you know, like, for example, on a Wednesday evening, you know, they'll go, oh, you know, how was your evening? What did you get up to? What have you been up to? And I tell them. And they, yeah, and that's when they go, what's that? And I'm thinking, well, you know. All right. No. I'm going to see my... all right. Yes, it's coming on to 12:30. No, tomorrow, actually tomorrow, although I've got time off, we've got here in Australia is what we call Anzac Day, and this is when we commemorate the World War One soldiers, and it follows on to World War Two and all of the wars that Australia has fought in. And so tomorrow is a public holiday. So I've got a day off. Aren't I lucky? So, but I will be spending time with my family, actually, I have to say. So, but I would have liked to have done a working stream, but I won't be. Yeah. Now with a fine brush, what I'm trying to do is just define feathers. Not quite sure if this is the right way to do it, but you know me, feathers, fingers, let me see, whiskers. Just trying to cover all the things that I have difficulty with. But with practice I managed to be okay, but yeah. But oh wow, I'm actually really liking this flamingo. I'm actually surprised how I like how it's turning out. But there you go, pinks. Pinks. The Houdini bottle. Oh yes, well I'm actually quite thirsty again, so if you don't mind. Yeah, look, I'll show you. I will show you. Hang on, I need to do this. I'm actually quite thirsty. No stream until next Wednesday, yes. But I love the soft look as it is now. Oh yes, but I've only done very soft, very soft. It is so cool. This bottle is so cool. Here we go, look. Hang on. How do I do this? I don't know. But it's so fun, so funny because look, it's green. I've got a green screen behind me. So that's my magic bottle. Okay, all right, so back to this. But what I'll do now is I'll soften these feathers. Make them look not so harsh. It's a beauty with this brush. I actually like that. So you can soften. But this technique is only, well, it's good for Pastelmat. That's all I got to say. I mean, you can try other surfaces by all means, but I get the details that I can get on this are best for Pastelmat. Gosh, I can't talk about this paper enough, can I? All right, I'm actually liking that. And let me see. All right. Nope. Nope. How much for that bottle? Is it for sale? No, it's not for sale. I just got it from a supermarket. Would you believe it? Supermarket. Love the lime green colour of that bottle. There you go. She drinks fairy dust from the magic bottle, and that's her secret for these masterpieces. Yes, see? See? Anna has got it. I think so too. Oh, gosh. Funny. Funny, funny. Okay, all right. Now, I know that I haven't done much, but I did show pink. I did show pink, and I know that I shouldn't rush things. Just let me get to this orange bit. Let me see. Okay. A bit more yellow in this, I think. Just so you can see what colours I'm mixing. Maybe Chrissy's magical. We just haven't seen much of her magic tricks. Oh gosh. If only. Okay, let me see. Okay, Anne, I need to go. Looking forward seeing this finish, Chrissy. Bye, guys, and have a great end of the stream. Thank you so much, Annie. See you soon. See you soon. All right, I'm actually going to define this with some pencils here, just very quickly because I'll probably be wrapping this up very shortly. But I just wanted to make sure that I just finish something off here. That's too bright for me. Well, just this area. That's not this color. No good. Hang on. I can't. This is how forgiving this medium is. Hang on. Oh, I think I've got the color. Here we go. Just let me check it. Yes, this is it. Actually, that just comes over like that. All right. Oh, I didn't realize I was. Oh, check this out. Really? Serious? Oh. Gosh. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to call this a stream, but I just wanted to show about pinks and look at this. Okay. All right. This is my first ever flamingo and it's not finished, but at least we got to see how to make pinks, and that's what I wanted to show. So I just wanted to say thank you all so very much, everyone, for popping by. I enjoyed the stream so much. Just wanted to make sure. Thanks so much for live streaming. Always learn something new, and your pink art piece is looking great. Thank you so much, Heidi. And Kenny says, keep watching Chrissy's channel. We will experience jaw-dropping moments like the missing needed eraser or the magic bottle. All right. Okay, copycat. Thank you. Good job, Chrissy. Look, I just wanted to say thank you all so much. I'll see you next Wednesday. And bye for now, everyone.